Shuttle. We got down, Joe Diaz. We went deep.
We
just kept smoking.
We just fucking smoked because it didn't do shit to me.
What?
You got to break out the A weed when I come up here, dog.
What are you talking about?
Brian, that weed we just smoked don't do shit to me. If you make me drive 40 minutes up here, you got to get me stoned, bro. That Susquehanna weed, I've been telling you about that shit. Yeah, you brought that shit to the ice house, too. That shit don't do nothing to you.
You're so crazy.
It's true.
You need to go to a doctor.
What the fuck, dog? You gotta bring out some strong
you need to go to a
weed,
doctor.
guy.
What are you talking about?
That shit don't do nothing
strong.
to you, dog. You gotta bust out some good weed, dog. Enough is enough with this shit.
Joey, it's the best.
Walking around like Jack
It's the
Herrera
best
and you got
weed
some
you
shit
can
fucking
buy.
weed. No, it's not. Look at my fucking eyes. Do I look high to you, guy?
Yeah, you look high as fuck.
Because I smoke on the way. Because I knew you were gonna give me that Susquehanna fucking weed.
Joey.
Yo, man, I don't think they heard you. Why don't you tell them what your name is?
I would like to know what my IQ is when I have
It's
a hard
like fucking
on.
3. You
Yeah.
don't think of nothing else.
It's amazing. You know, women realize that. You know when they realize that? When they try to become men, like Chaz Bono.
And don't, like I said today, you can't fucking just strap a pair of nuggets on and go out there and sling dick.
Nuggets.
I always fucking know that you're the real deal. You know, who are you kidding? You've been sucking dick for 20 years, now you want to change fucking governments. You can't do that shit.
You can change government.
Yeah, you're changing governments. You know what I'm saying? 20 years ago, I went to a club to get Quaaludes, and I walked in. I'll never forget. It was called Ramrod. It was a gay bar in the city, and we were kids. We were like 18, and I walked into this club. And before we walked in, there was a fetish club on the side, and there was a guy in a tub that had a sign on him that said "Spit on me." That was his fetish, for people to spit on him. So here's the beauty. I'm standing there, you know, your jaw's going, you're drinking, you know, you had to pee. And all of a sudden I see 20 guys standing on line for the fucking bathroom. And I asked them, I go, listen, why don't you just ask the guy in the tub if we could pee on him? So I walked over to the guy. I go, can I ask you a question? Do you mind if we pee on you? The guys go, right ahead. There was a point in the night I looked at him. He had a circle of guys. Just, you know those guys that don't want to wait online? Like, fuck it, just pee on him. When I left, the guy had 3 inches of pee in the fucking tub. The sign was all fucking melted. This guy wanted people to spit on him. We ended up pissing on him. And I pissed on him. I'm guilty of it. I don't give a fuck. He didn't suck my dick or nothing. In North Bergen, New Jersey, these cops got together because I'm from a real corrupt police town. And they called this bar the Meadowlands Inn. And it was a go-go bar on Tonley Avenue. And on Wednesday nights, it was erotic banana night. For $2, they give you a frozen banana. And you walked into the strip club, you peeled the banana, you gave it to the chick. She shoved it in the pussy, she gave it back to you, and you ate it. At Christmas Eve, I was in there one year. I go in there, and I'm sitting at the bar, and there's this old guy, and they had like a stage in the middle, and then you sit around the side, but the chicks would put their foot and climb over. That's how, this is 1980, dog. This was strip clubs. You could kill a bitch in a strip club, you know what I'm saying? You could kill a bitch in a strip club for $150. That was on the menu for like 100, you get to take that. 150, you get to kill me, you know what I'm saying? So this bitch comes over with her leg. This guy's got to be 60. I'm about 16. I calm, I ate a little pussy, but I wasn't a professional. I don't know about the dirty things of life. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker she took his false teeth out and stuck them in a snatch and put them back. And he put them in his mouth on Christmas Eve. I love people who think they're going to beat a urine test. I always love those fucking clowns.
Kevin Randleman was awesome in his prime.
You know why I love those fucking clowns? Because I was one of them. I always thought I was going to beat the system. I used to drink vinegar. I used to do an 8-ball on Friday, 8-ball on Saturday. And then they would have to test me on Monday for federal probation, or Wednesday or Friday. I can make the piss test Wednesday, but there's no way I can make the
rock candy coming out of his dick.
So I would fucking
vinegar flavored rock candy.
I would go and get white distilled vinegar with a bottle of Gatorade, and I'd be eating cranberries while I'd be doing this shit. So then I failed that time. So then I came up with another idea. Forget about drinking. I'm going to take my uncircumcised dick, and I'm going to pull the skin back, and I'm going to put byproducts in there. Okay, I thought it out, and I said to myself, what kills piss on contact? You got Clorox, but I can't sneak that into my dick.
Clorox?
So I said, what's the next best thing to kill piss? So I figured out pool cleaner. Right? So I went to my buddy's house who had a pool. You know those big things they used to have?
Oh, no.
Chlorine?
And I grinded that.
Chlorine?
Fucking hockey bugs. I grinded that motherfucker, and I took my little skin on my helmet, and I pulled my dick back there before I went into probation, and I dipped my dick in there. It didn't hurt, and I just poured all the whole fucking thing on my dick.
Oh,
white powder,
God.
And I pulled the skin open, and I tied it like a rubber band at the end. I walk into probation. You ready to piss, Mr. Diaz? I take that dick out and I pop that skin back, and all that volcano dust goes in there, and the thing starts breathing on his own. I put the cap on it. The thing is on his desk, and you can see it like fucking weed flower. You can see it like shaking. I'm like, I gotta get out. He's like, oh, great to see you. He put it in. Do you know what, bitch? I still came back positive. The chlorine the next day didn't hurt. I went right to the halfway house and washed my dick off. But the next day I went to piss, and my dick was like one of those. Piss was coming out of everywhere. I had like 4 holes in my helmet. And the last thing I figured was Drano.
What?
So I took Drano and I poured it on my dick, though.
Oh my!
And I went down there again. I fucking pissed with the Drano, and this time, dog, the thing was turning red right in front of me. And about 4 days later, I get a call. Mr. Diaz, can you come down to probation? I thought they were going to handcuff me at probation. I get there, there's a car, there's a probation officer, and the guy goes, and the chick. There was a chick that really liked me. She goes, I don't know what you did, but you fucking broke the machine this time. I really literally broke the testing thing they had. They didn't know what was in my system. Let me tell you something, dog. My dick was rare for a fucking month. Let's not get away with this shit.
The saddest moments of your life is when your dick is sore. There's something wrong with your dick, and you realize, what have I done?
Yeah. And on the weekends, he cuts your fucking dick off and puts that fucking monkey that chick had. We met in Vegas with the artificial turf and the fucking hole that time. Remember? That they threw out the Riviera? Yes. Remember, Riviera security came and tapped us. You're talking to a fucking Harvey here. Don't get confused. Nothing beat that dirty whore I used to date from Michigan, dog. That's the crazy bitch I was fucking in the ass in Seattle, and I felt something hitting my dick. So I looked at her asshole. I stuck like 2 fingers, like something was hitting the top of my unit. I'm like, what the fuck is this sharp thing hitting my dick? So I took my dick out. She's like, and I just put 2 fingers in there. I searched around her asshole, and that's when I found like a fucking little, like you know when you eat a Hershey's bar, that aluminum foil that's inside the Hershey, like half of it. And I took it out, but it was all wrinkled up, and it was like this was pointy over here. And I just took it out, looked at it. It was like kind of brownish. I put it on the table, stuffed my dick back in there, and finished up.
What?
I never said nothing to it, because how do you tell somebody they have aluminum foil in their ass?
How the fuck did you steal my change jar in the late 90s?
Probably did, right?
No, I don't steal a fucking change jar. A fucking change jar? What's a change jar?
I called you Joey Jingles for a while.
No, I would never run a change. A change jar like a fucking cup of change?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it was just a weird thought that just came into my head. No, it was just...
What the fuck is wrong with your change jar? I'm a professional. I've never watched the Twilights, but I seen what those 2 little fucking half of fruitcakes look like, and I can't believe they're vampires. In my day, vampires were bad motherfuckers. Barnabas Collins, that's a vampire.
Wow, you just went deep.
You just that guy
deep. I don't even know what that is. Shadows.
And you know, when you were a vampire, you fuck guys, you fuck chicks. It don't matter. You're a vampire. You ain't gay. You just sling dick. You fucking dogs. It don't matter. You're a fucking animal. You gotta fucking go in New York.
Yeah, you gotta go.
People don't go like this in New York at a stop sign.
Yeah.
You know how they do here? Like, no, you go. Get the fuck, somebody fucking go already. You fucking moron, I gotta get to the weed store. Well, this is a great story. I forgot about this. I was thinking of Stanhope on the way up here. And our friend Mike was selling weed. But at one time he worked at CAA. And he goes, listen, one of the interns over there, he blew up. He ended up being Whitney Houston's manager. And, you know, and the tour manager. And he's looking for powder. So every day they would come over and I would sell Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston. You know, they would come over with like $1,100, which was per diem money. I was taking Whitney's per diem money, right? Every day they come over with a little white envelope and give me the per diem money. And I'd go up to the Martel cartel and I'd buy 14 grams of blow, take an 8-ball out and cut it and then give it to Whitney Houston. And they were fucking going crazy. This went on for 30, 40 days. But I couldn't snort all the blow I was stealing from them. I couldn't snort it. It was just too much. They're picking me up at 9 in the morning, paging me on the red pager. I'm coming downstairs, getting in the car with them, going to the Martel cartel, to the brothers, going in the house with 2 grams of coke already cut in my pocket. And I would just go in, take rocks out, throw the cut in, mix it up, and give it right back to them in the car, and they'd be happy as shit.
So how much coke were you stealing from them?
I was selling them, I was getting them a half ounce and taking an 8-ball out and throwing an 8-ball of cut in.
What is an 8-ball?
3.5 grams. This is 98. They're doing a half ounce a day, which is 3 ounces a week.
Oh my God.
And singing. The page is going off, and it's Sage. And I said, fuck it, let me just bring the 2 ounces to her house of blow. And I brought, at that time, it was like 1.5 ounces and 3/4. This bitch picked me up at 6 in the morning with a case of Starbucks coffee and can and half a gallon of vodka. And we went back to the house and we did that whole package of blow, heroin, Valiums, MDMA, GSP. We did.
How many days?
2 days.
Jesus Christ.
But here's how sick I was. The fucking Houstons kept calling me. And I'm like, fuck you, motherfuckers. I'm out of commission, right? So finally, that next week was the Grammys. Last time ever I seen Whitney Houston. I get a call on a Monday morning after the Grammys at 9 in the morning. And they're like, is your boy up? He'd have to be. Come get me. And they pull up to my fucking house where I live by the YMCA. And it was the manager, Whitney Houston, and Ricky Martin in the fucking back. And they're all going. They're going from the Grammys. That jaw, all them jaws are fucking going, Jack. And I got in the car with them. I drive to the Martel Cartel. I'm sitting there like, I don't even know it's Ricky Martin. I just looked out the window. I was more paranoid than he was. I got in, bought it, brought it back to the car. They drove. That's the last time I fucking seen him.
You know this story's gonna get on the internet now.
You know, I've never played. I've never played the Bray
11 years
Improv.
ago. What are you gonna say to me? No, you remember me, bitch? Oh, I remember you.
What the fuck, Joe Rogan? Why you gotta bother me with this shit? Why you gotta? We're sitting here having a good time like gentlemen. You gotta talk to me about chimps eating babies? What the fuck kind of dinner table conversation is this, cocksucker? But it hit the fan every now and then, and you'd be in Jersey going, where the fuck are you? I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. I never left Vegas.
You can't. But I still remember when I was playing kickball with Lucy Snorbush. And she
That's not a real name, Joey. That's not a real name.
fucked up.
That's an iCarly
This
name.
bitch had a fucked up mug, but she was like 5'8" in the 8th grade, and I broke into her house one night and ate her pussy one night on a Quaalude. I just couldn't take it. This bitch was banging. And after my mother died,
Lucy Snodgrass?
I lived with Bob Bender. Her name was Lucy Snorbush. And she had, I climbed up a fucking ladder like oh Susanna, won't you cry for me? I climbed up the ladder, opened up a door. I knew she was out drinking, so she wasn't gonna say nothing. I just jumped on the bed, ate her pussy, and left like a burglar. Her name was Lucy Snowball, and she was fucked. Her grill was okay, but her body was banging from the time she was like 7. This bitch was banging. I was like 8. I met her, but she used to have a gold
pussy on a Quaalude.
Broke into her house.
I was like 17. And as I was walking down the hill to the house, I'm thinking about whose pussy am I gonna eat tonight? And I knew this chick was out. Like she was out earlier, and whenever she drank, she was kind of loose dog. I went right into her yard, put a ladder in, climbed up the fucking ladder, opened the window. She's like, "Who's there? Who's there?" Don't even ask. She just fucking pulled the pants, ate a monkey, and climbed back out like a fucking vampire.
That's all you did?
She seen me like a week later. She's like, "That was amazing that night." Fuck yeah.
Did they kill Michael Jackson?
No, I don't know.
Look at the movie. He was dancing and singing, and next you know he's dying of oxygen. No, not right. A junkie's a junkie every day. He doesn't wake up, sing and dance, and then he has oxygen tanks at night. Something's not right there. And in my case, like old school, you're worth more dead than what you are alive. I mean, he's worth more now than he's ever been. I think Paul McCartney killed Michael Jackson. That's what I think.
What's changed where they go on Fox News?
They don't give a fuck no more. Because nobody said nothing. They don't give a fuck. Why would they? Half of these kids are coming back. This is the worst.
It doesn't matter if they're addicted. Cussing is what's bad.
No. You can't do nothing to me that Castro hasn't already done. And when this shit goes down...
Wasn't that in Scarface?
That's right. And I got to re-quote that motherfucker right there. I flew on the flight afterwards, and I had fucking a bag.
I knew an F word was coming.
With, I had a little bag of reefer in my fucking...
No, you didn't.
I do. Well, this is a conspiracy thing. This is just to show you how hard the airport people are working with their fucking x-ray machine. Now, I had it in a baggie, and I put it under my left nut.
No, okay, we're not telling this story. That's enough.
Yes, for freedom of speech, I'll call Obama right now, motherfucker. They said, we're going to put you through the x-ray machine. I'm standing there sweating bullets with this baggie under my fucking left
that's
nut.
enough.
Because
Stop.
my left nut's bigger than the right nut because I'm a righty.
Stop.
People don't know that. I thought I had cancer for a couple of weeks. You know, the opposite hand is
It's like
always bigger than
Satan is
the
in
nut.
the control room.
Listen to me. So I'm standing with my legs open with this weed stinking.
You're like Rodney Dangerfield.
Listen, stop fucking Rodney. I had this weed that was stinking up a storm, not to mention my balls. I'm sweating now because I'm going to go to jail tonight. And all of a sudden the guy goes, he's clear. And he shook my hand. I'm like, my taxpayers are hard at work. Hey, so go fuck yourself,
you hold on 1 second. Take a joke, take a shuttle. Joey Diaz, Facebook, Twitter, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Big dicks in your ass. All right, get out of here. You're in trouble. I'm the umpire. This is I'm throwing. All right. Listen.
Stay black, because that's the most important.
Okay. Hey, Joe.
The second he leaves the room, I'm totally talking about how awesome he is.